Hi, I'm your host, Juan Ayala. Here's what's coming up on this edition of Santa Ana Now. The Orange County Diversity Awareness Forum talks about the many facets of being a Palestinian woman. As it nears the end of its second year in Santa Ana, one of the nation's hottest art schools celebrates its success. We'll tell you why more women are being drawn to Middle Eastern dancing, and some kids enjoy a snow day during school. The city's news starts right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Juan Ayala. Diversity and unity were the focus of the Orange County Diversity Awareness Forum. The dinner was hosted by Councilwoman Alberta Christie, and the food was provided by local Palestinian women. Speakers included a woman with a very unique background. Reporter Valerie Landa explains.
Santa Ana is a city which embraces diversity, and one with a vision that includes everyone who lives or works here. For almost 3 years now, Councilwoman Alberta Christie has seen her own personal dream become ever more fruitful. It was her idea to create the Orange County Diversity Awareness Forum. The last Monday of each month, they meet at the Santa Ana Police Department Community Room.
My ultimate goal is to bring a dialogue so that no matter where you are in Santa Ana, you have a place to come to, and that we can work out and know each other so that we do not have prejudice, discrimination, hatred, and racism in our community.
City officials are also aware of how tensions in other parts of the world, as well as the recent 9/11 tragedy, affects its citizens. Many of our Arab neighbors have felt undeserved suspicion since the World Trade Towers attack. The Santa Ana Police Department has been on high alert while staying culturally sensitive.
Police officers are provided with diversity training since the beginning of their career during the academy. Santa Ana Police Department also provides diversity training to the officers on a regular basis.
To erase ignorance with knowledge, Councilwoman Christie and the Diversity Forum have stepped in to introduce an important group in the area. The Union of Palestinian American Women shared food, fun, and cultural facts with other forum members. There's a rainbow of diverse communities represented here this evening. The City of Santa Ana, Alberta Christie, as well as those gathered here, say it's about building bridges of friendship. Tonight, they're not focusing on those things which divide us, but that which unites us. The women share their love of homeland, but that above all, they are loyal Americans.
I love it here. I live here. I was born here, raised here. My mom was born here. We're American. I'm Muslim, and I'm a Muslim American Palestinian, and I'm proud of it. Yeah.
Tonight is about letting more people of our neighbors in Orange County and maybe in our bigger country to know about Palestinian people and about Muslim people, that they're friendly and they want to live in peace.
The guest speaker for the group really represents the melting pot that is America. Juan is a Japanese Hispanic Catholic American. She happens to be married to an Arab Muslim.
My message would be that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you need to really take stock that we live in the greatest country on earth, and that you have the opportunity to voice your opinion, to really do make a difference. Please don't sit back, get involved.
The forum has changed from being primarily white, black, Jewish, and Hispanic to now include the Asian, Sikh, and Arab communities. At forum meetings, all get a turn, a chance to share ideas that make a difference.
The unique perspective of Dolly as a Palestinian Christian working with Muslim sisters and members of other religious backgrounds has guaranteed a successful journey for her.
What is your culture like? What was it like here in the United States before 9/11? And what happened to you after 9/11?
She's Christian. She never wore a cross. After the September 11th incident, she wore a big cross so nobody touched her. She thought. But she was walking down the street one time in a shopping center, open shopping center, and a couple of guys almost beat her to death.
I have my grandchildren, they go to Christian school. I've got my granddaughter, she's 8. She told her brother, don't say you are Arabic school, they will kick us out of school if you said you are Arabs.
And I think we can begin to celebrate that we are one people and that we all basically have a serious problem with racism.
When all of the truths come out, only then can you put things into perspective.
With the support of the City of Santa Ana, Alberta Christie is showing how knowledge of others is truly powerful. Members of the Orange County Diversity Awareness Forum say that they are eliminating fear by teaching communication and tolerance. And knowledge of one another's similarities dispels ignorance, leaving love and unity. I'm Valerie Landa for Santa Ana Now.
Thank you for that report, Valerie, and helping us understand how the forum is another way that the city is reaching out to its diverse community. The Wildlands Conservancy presented the city with $350,000 for the development of the Santiago Park Wildlife Habitat and Interpretive Center. The donation will provide $100,000 for educational resources such as exhibits, landscaping, and signage. $250,000 will also go towards construction of a habitat facility. The Wildlands Conservancy is a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving outstanding landscapes. And coming up, OSHA celebrates 2 years in Santa Ana. And then later, get your dancing shoes ready. But first, let's check out the community calendar.
Hello, I'm inviting you to do something to make our community better. It's easy, it's reading. Because readers are higher achievers, reading aloud is a great way to invest in a child's future. We're committed to making Santa Ana a reading city. Here's what you can do. Read to young children daily. Visit the library or bookmobile. Create reading opportunities at home and at work, and give books as gifts. Please join us in making Santa Ana a reading city.
For people who have to deal with the harsh realities of life, there is hope. There is Volunteers of America. Volunteers of America serves the emotional, physical, and spiritual needs of more than 1.5 million people a year. Volunteers of America. There are no limits to caring. Find out how you can help. Call 1-800-899-0089 today.
A new century is coming, and with it, 1,000 questions. Will your family ever be in harm's way? Will a small town in Texas be hit with a hurricane? Will your daughter ever need a new kind of blood treatment? We have no crystal ball for the world that awaits. Just one promise. We'll be there.
It's a glimmer of an idea, focused like a beam of light. It's a moment of brilliance. Fiber optic and digital technologies are the future, and Adelphia continues to make extraordinary investments in these bright ideas. outshining the competition by bringing the future into your home today. Adelphia, your link for everything.
Since it moved to Santa Ana less than 2 years ago, the Orange County High School of the Arts has nearly tripled in size. A celebration of that growth was the theme at its annual fundraiser. Troy Kinsey has more.
Don't worry, you haven't committed a visa violation. Sure, the embargo's still on. But that's Cuba. This is Irvine. It's the Orange County High School of the Arts annual fundraiser gala at the Hyatt Regency. Appropriately titled A Night at the Copa, it's an extravaganza big enough to make even Fidel Castro himself jealous.
It is absolutely massive. Behind the scenes, these people, they pull out all stops. They go after the donations, the solicitations, the decorations. They have their kids selling raffle tickets. It is great. Everybody really chips in.
And this year, the celebration's all the bigger in honor of OSHA's 15th anniversary. The tuition-free art school got its start back in 1987 in Los Alamitos. Back then, the annual gala raised a few $1,000s. This year's event is capturing $250,000 from nearly 700 donors. And what's more, half of those donors have little or no affiliation with the school at all beyond their contributions.
Many of them do not have children attending here, and I think that says a lot about the quality of the programs, the quality of this evening, the quality of the entertainment.
And it's hard to find an OSHA supporter who doesn't say that quality was bolstered in September 2000. That's when the school made its move from its former home at Los Al High to its new home at downtown Santa Ana. In just a year and a half, it's grown in size from 400 to over 1,000 students and won the hearts and support of a welcoming community.
We've exploded in growth, and I think that in that same year and a half, the awareness, the county awareness, the level of support that we're getting from people in the county that support the arts and arts education has exploded as well. So I think the move was the best thing that could have happened for us.
And it's nights like this one that go a long way toward exemplifying the work OSHA students are doing. A 13-hour day isn't uncommon for these 7th through 12th graders who got into the school through a highly competitive process. With that in mind, along with a show that rivals even Broadway's best, it's no surprise the gala's 15th running drew its largest crowd ever. But talk about red carpet treatment. Last year, OSHA was content to hold its largest annual fundraiser in the ballroom here at the Hyatt Regency. But oh, what a difference a year makes. Attendance this year spiked so dramatically they had to move the party into a gargantuan-sized tent. And by the time the party was over and the last song was being played, the High School of the Arts was well on its way toward meeting its latest goal, expanding the school to include grades K through 6 and a whole new batch of downtown property to accommodate them. OSHA's gung-ho about its prospects for expansion success, due in no small part to the support the school continues to receive.
One of our jewels in the crown of Orange County is the Orange County High School of the Arts. And now that it's made its move to its new home in Santa Ana, is more accessible by all of Orange County, you can see as Orange County has come together and embraced the school, and you can see that with the attendance tonight, and this event gets bigger every year, which is fantastic.
It's a domino effect of progress that was started only less than 2 years ago, and as of right now, there's no end in sight. For Santa Ana Now, I'm Troy Kinsey.
Thanks, Troy. OSHA has also achieved its greatest feat back in November 2001 when the International Network of Performance and Visual Arts Schools awarded the school its Star Status Award. It's one of only 3 schools nationwide to hold the honor. And coming up, grab your partner and dance. Also, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I've been trying to get in here for months, but apparently I'm just not wild enough. You gotta be from Africa or South America. Hey, I'm from Milwaukee. How's that for wild? Ooh, train. Look, I'm an endangered species out here. That was over the line, I'm sorry. There's a monkey!
The Santa Ana Zoo at Prentice Park. Real wild, real close.
Got change for a walnut?
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths, discover they have the power to change their future, and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you on after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
Imagine what it feels like to be a hero every day. You can make a difference in the Coast Guard. Jobs that matter. Imagine what it feels like.
Join the Coast Guard or the Coast Guard Reserve. Stop drugs. Save lives. Protect the environment. Call toll-free 1-877-NOW-USCG.
Coast Guard. Jobs that matter.
Olympic gold medalist and four-time WNBA champion Cynthia Cooper faces her biggest challenge: teaching.
When I can motivate a kid to want to learn, that's when I feel like a champion. The tool I use is a basketball, but many teachers use cable in the classroom. With commercial-free educational programs, free study guides, and internet support, Cable in the Classroom helps teachers become champions.
Cable in the Classroom is a public service of Adelphia.
Now we're going to work on your slam dunk.
Welcome back. I'm Juan Ayala. Since the terrorist attacks on September 11th, many Middle Eastern businesses have suffered great financial losses. But despite the current war between the U.S. and Afghanistan, a dance studio offering Middle Eastern dance is booming. Cindy Cha took up a lesson to find out why people are so intrigued with the dance and culture.
Middle Eastern dance. It's an art form that allows women to feel sexy and feminine. From every hip to hand movement, the dance style attracts these women who came from all over the county. And the music, with its flair and upbeat rhythm, gets them in the mood to start swinging their hips. And if you think the 9/11 attacks discouraged any of these women to shy away, think again.
It's encouraged me more because I can learn more about the culture and how that just to learn more about that the Middle Eastern countries and understand it better, learn a little bit about their culture. And this is the way of doing it through dance.
I think with the war going on right now, I think people are more aware of this culture, and I think that they're really trying to integrate the culture and accept it and to be more peaceful altogether, as a nation, because there are a lot of Arab Americans that live in the United States.
Maria Ortiz has been taking lessons for the past 7 months.
I love that it gives myself a sense of accomplishment, something I give back to my body, and getting in shape, finding that I can set a goal and I can meet that goal for myself is probably the most special thing. And then, of course, the music is beautiful and the moves are gorgeous.
Maria says she not only loves the Middle Eastern dance and music, but she also has great respect for their culture.
Being Latino, you tend to recognize other cultures for the beauty that they are without having it being, in your face. So I think what happened on September the 11th just made me want to show the rest of the world who is interested in finding out about the culture how beautiful it is, that it is a very old dance, that it's throughout the history of time, that women have portrayed a very important role in Middle Eastern culture with the dance.
Dance instructor Angelica Nemeth teaches both beginning and advanced class. She says enrollment in both classes, it's at its full capacity.
This really is a dance that makes women feel good. So whether it was a political situation or not, my classes are huge. And my colleagues who also teach in other places also have large enrollments.
So while the nations are at opposite ends of the world, these women are trying to find peace, and understanding the culture and dance is the first step. Reporting for Santa Ana Now, I'm Cindy Cha.
Thanks, Cindy. If you're interested in learning this cultural dance, classes are held every Saturday at El Rincón Flamenco Dance Studio in the Artist Village. And coming up, find out how it snowed in Santa Ana. But first, here are some more events on our community calendar.
Parents and grandparents, write down this toll-free number. It's for the Golden State ScholarShare College Savings Trust, a new way to save money for your child or grandchild's college education. Established by the state of California, it's flexible. You can start with $25 and receive tax-deferred benefits, too. Tap into this new opportunity before they grow up.
Santa Ana, we have a job to do.
We have the training.
We have the tools. We have challenges to meet.
And we meet those challenges with honor.
The only thing missing is you.
Santa Ana Police Department, be a part of our team.
Call now.
I will never intentionally let my niece beat me in a race by 2 steps. I'll never pin the champ from another school in the league tournament. And that special slow dance will never be the same. I'll never spend the day with my best friend discussing life, love, and philosophy. Because after a couple of 40-ouncers and a road trip, my life will never be the same. I get to live with new memories. Never drink and drive. Check yourself.
This is me, and my mom and dad, and my big brother Alex, and Jack. This is the day I learned that sandals got their name from sand, and that the ocean is bigger than all of us. This is the day we all got to forget I was sick. This was my wish.
Mother Nature doesn't call for snow in Southern California. That's why a group of parents and school officials joined forces to make sure their kids could experience a winter wonderland in spring. Cindy Cha tells us more.
The forecast calls for a snowy day at El Sol Academy. That's where students enjoy a playful day of snowball fights and sledding. El Sol is a science and art school offering a variety of hands-on activities, like bringing snow to the school. The idea came after parents and school officials learned most of these kids haven't even seen snow before.
We did a survey in our classroom, and the teachers came and the parents said, "Can we have snow day?" And we said, "Okay, let's do it." So with the help of the parent group and the school, we got together and brought the kids 5 tons of snow.
And kids love the icy powder, especially those seeing it for the first time. Have you been in the snow before?
No.
Wow, this is your first time, so what do you think of it?
I think it's cool.
Yeah? What do you like to do in it?
Make a snowman.
What do you think about being in the snow for the first time?
Fine.
What did you like to do in the snow?
Play.
Yeah? What do you do? I mean, when you're playing in the snow, what do you do with the snow?
Castle.
You make a castle? Wow. And for those who've been around snow before, well, they enjoy it too.
I saw it when I was 15 months old.
Wow, you were just a little baby.
That's the first time I saw it.
Really? So you have fond memories of it. Today is truly a special day for students here at El Sol Academy. It's not every day they get to play in the snow during school time. El Sol is a dual language school emphasizing on English and Spanish. And like any other public school, it offers a regular curriculum. But parent involvement is a major influence. A typical day would include a high parents' attendance. And during a special event like this, a strong, solid parent turnout is always expected.
The parent group is very active here at school and felt that this was something they wanted their children to experience. And a lot of parents that you see behind me here today got together and put this project together.
These activities like this of bringing snow onto to a campus is really inspired and generated by the parents, and it was something that they took the initiative on, and they went and they brought snow.
Peter should know how important parent involvement is. Not only is he a teacher at El Sol Academy, he's also a parent. So what does Peter's son, Daniel, think about having snow at his school?
It's like having fun, playing like snowboarding or stuff like that, and making snowmans and stuff like that.
For Santa Ana Now, I'm Cindy Cha.
Thanks again, Cindy. El Sol Academy is a new charter school only for students in kindergarten and first grade. School officials hope to expand attendance up to the 8th grade by the year 2004. That does it for this edition of Santa Ana Now. If you have any questions or comments or would like us to cover an upcoming event, please call our production office at 714-870-2403 or email us at santaananow@hotmail.com. I'm Juan Ayala, and we'll see you next time.